Hey, hope you're doing well. I just got a delivery from Boss. I got myself a GT1000. Now some of you would already know that I have a GT1000CORE that I've set up on a board with some other pedals that I use in my original band. Now there are going to be a few situations where I'm going to need something a little bit smaller and a little bit more portable than that big board. So I figured I might as well get a GT1000 and just transfer all of those patches across from that into the bigger flagship model. I do of course have a headrush pedal board, so I could have built my patches in the headrush and taken that in those situations, but my theory here is I've already got the patches built in the GT1000CORE, so they're going to be directly transferable from that to the bigger flagship model. Now I do get artist pricing with Boss, which is so amazing. Thank you very much. But this is by no means a paid promotion. I genuinely wanted this, so I got one. Let's open it up. They have packed that really well. Half of that was packing foam or plastic or whatever the hell you call that stuff. And there it is. Now, I'm assuming most of you have seen a GT1000 before. They've been around for a while. So when it comes to my patches, when I transfer them across, I am gonna have to change a few parameters because obviously I have some effects on my other board that are external to the core, so they're not built into my patch. So those sorts of things, I'll just have to remap those, but that won't take too long at all. Let's open this box up. So as always, we've got our little manual. Boom. Got the thingos in the side there. We'll open that first. Have a look at our leads, because leads, cool little power adapter. I think that's almost exactly the same as the Core's one. Yeah, and obviously the other end of that. Oh, it's so cool. Check that out. Whee! There it is, my GT1000. Oh, I love it, it's so good. I've never actually used a full flagship GT1000 before. I don't think I've actually ever seen one before. So for those who haven't seen one like me, you've got here, that's a bit lower so you can get across to the top of those. Very well thought out, I like that. These dials are sunk back down. That feels all right there, it's not too sticky. And so many more input and outputs on the back. And the LCD screen is quite a bit bigger than the GT1000CORE. Obviously it's literally I think that big. How good! I do have an old school ME80. I got that one many years ago. It was my first multi-effects unit. It was pretty cool. It works. There's a couple of great effects in it. It's even got the Terra Echo, which is actually my favorite, but definitely not as flexible as things are these days. But still, that one sounds pretty good. So that's how it comes out of the box. Pretty much everything you'd expect. And right here you can see the size difference in the GT1000 in comparison to my monster board, and you can probably see why some situations the smaller board is going to be a bit more practical. Let's jump over to the computer and let's do the rest of the stuff. Alright, I'm here set up at the computer. Now when you get your new GT1000, you want to make sure that you have the most current software. So I'm here now on Boss Info. You can see that the GT1000 is now at version 3.20. And how you check that out is just here. You have another version. We want to hold down the exit button while turning on the power. So exit, power. Continue to hold. Sick. As you would expect, it has come with a brand new firmware update, which was back in January. If you don't have the most recent firmware update, I've got my update of the GT1000CORE just here. You can check that out there. So another thing that I forgot to take into consideration with the GT1000 is that it has Bluetooth, which means that there is an app for the iOS devices. How amazing is that? I'm very excited to look at that. It's going to be really handy just to have it in my hand and do those things. So it turns out, in order to transfer your patches from your GT1000CORE across to your GT1000 or the other way around, it's actually so easy. I initially did this the hard way. I made a set list and then I transferred the patches across. Turns out as well, if you have a set list in your Tone Studio already, it's already there. You don't need to reinstall any drivers, because if you've got the driver for the GT1000 or GT1000CORE, they are universal between the two. So it's all there. So I did it a little bit backwards. I made a set list, then I pulled all my patches across from that set list into my GT1000, only to find out afterwards that there is a really simple and easy step. In the Tone Studio, come to the top here to menu, and it's literally this option here, all data backup. Now to back up from the unit, you just press to file and you just select the appropriate location for where you want to save your backup. I'm not going to press save because I've already done it. Now that takes a little while because it's literally all of the data in the GT1000 or the GT1000CORE. So it takes maybe, I think it was maybe 20 minutes. And then to restore, that was a little bit quicker, and it's exactly the same thing. You just go to here, restore from file, and you just select the one that you just did. Now you can see here, that's my backup from my core. I just pressed that and then open. And like I said, it was a little bit quicker, maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it was all there. So I'm pretty sure that all of your patches are gonna transfer across as well. Like I said, I did it backwards. I did it the long way with the set list and transferred those across and then did my all data backup. So they were already there, but it was so easy. And it actually took me more time to do it the hard way than what it was to do it this easy way. So with this all data backup, you get all of your stomp box saves transferred across as well. So all of your amps, your EQs, distortions, compressions, all of that stomp box data is going to be transferred straight across. Even the knob settings, the way you've got these set up, that's transferred straight across. Input settings, all of my guitar names, they all came across. Literally all of it. Amazing. The only thing that didn't transfer across were my impulse responses. So for example here, you can see that they're there now, but there's a whole bunch that are missing because I realized I'm not actually using those ones, so I didn't bother re-importing them into these. And that was as simple as referencing the ones on my core and finding the files on my computer and importing them here using the GT1000 IR loader. And you select the appropriate thing there and do it that way. Easy peasy. So now that I have the flagship GT1000, I'm definitely going to be doing some more videos with this device. So make sure you hit subscribe, stay up to date, and you don't miss those ones. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time.